If you're a newcomer to Canada planning to live in the Vancouver area, you might be a bit stunned by the city's high rents. But don't worry, you're not alone and you do have options. Vancouver is one of Canada's most expensive rental markets, but there are nearby communities that offer more affordable rents within a reasonable commute of the city. In this video, we'll explore 5 cheaper places to rent near Vancouver. We'll talk about typical rent prices as of June 2025, including 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom apartments, and even basement suites. So without further ado, let's dive in. Before we get into the list, what are basement suites? For those new to Canadian housing, these are self-contained apartments located on the lower level of a house. They usually have a private entrance, a kitchen, bathroom, and 1 or 2 bedrooms. Homeowners often rent out their basements as separate units. And the best perk is that basement suites typically cost less than high-rise or condo apartments. So I'll mention basement suite prices for each area since they're a popular option for newcomers trying to save on rent. Now let's get into the 5 affordable areas near Vancouver and see what they have to offer. First on the list is Surrey. It's about 25 to 40 kilometers southeast of downtown Vancouver, depending on which part of Surrey you're in. Commuting from Surrey to Vancouver is doable by car or public transit. Driving can take around 45 minutes to an hour as traffics can vary, while public transit is convenient via the SkyTrain Expo line, which connects central Surrey or city center area to downtown Vancouver in about 40 minutes. As of June 2025, the average rent for a 1-bedroom apartment is about $1,700 per month. If you need a 2-bedroom, the average is around $2,300 per month. A 1-bedroom basement suite rents for roughly $1,300 to $1,500 a month, and 2-bedroom basement suites are often around $1,700 to $1,800. Some even include utilities or Wi-Fi in that price. These lower cost options are a big reason so many newcomers start out in Surrey. You get more space for your dollar. Surrey is great for newcomers because it is incredibly diverse and welcoming. Nearly 45% of its population are immigrants as of 2021. This means you'll find communities from all over the world with restaurants, grocery stores, places of worship, and cultural events that make you feel at home. For many newcomers, whether students, young professionals, or families, Surrey hits a sweet spot of affordability and community. Next is Burnaby. It is located directly east of Vancouver. By car, you can be in downtown Vancouver in as little as 20 minutes from western Burnaby on a good traffic day, or around 30 minutes from eastern Burnaby. Public transit is excellent. The SkyTrain's Expo line and Millennium line both run through Burnaby, and you can get from Burnaby's major hubs like Metrotown or Brentwood to downtown Vancouver in 20 to 25 minutes by SkyTrain. Commuting from Burnaby is a breeze compared to farther suburbs, which is why it's very popular among people who work and study in Vancouver. On average, a 1-bedroom apartment rents for about $2,300 per month as of June 2025. 2-bedroom apartments average around $2,800 per month. A 1-bedroom basement suite is around $1,400 to $1,600, and a 2-bedroom basement suite is around $1,800 to $2,000, depending on the location. So if you're open to basement living, you could significantly cut costs while still being minutes away from Vancouver. For newcomers, Burnaby is a good option if you have a bit more budget than living in Surrey would require, but you want to be very close to Vancouver. Next is New Westminster, often just called New West. It lies just southeast of Burnaby and about 20 kilometers east of Vancouver. In terms of commute, you can hop on a SkyTrain in New West and be in downtown Vancouver in roughly 30 minutes or less, so it's very convenient. Driving from New West to Vancouver might take about 25 minutes to 40 minutes depending on traffic and your destination. As of June 2025, the average 1-bedroom is around $2,000 per month. For a 2-bedroom apartment, you're looking at roughly $2,500 per month on average. Quite a few 1-bedroom units, especially in older low-rise buildings or house basements, might go for around $1,600 to $1,800. And 2-bedroom rentals for basement suites or older apartments is around $1,800 to $2,200. New West is family friendly too. there are plenty of schools, parks, and community centers. In terms of transit, if you rent near one of the SkyTrain stations, you might not even need a car. This saves you money on transportation, which on top of lower rents, can really help a newcomer's budget. Next on the list is Kitlam. It is located east of Burnaby and northeast of New Westminster. From Kitlam to downtown Vancouver, you're looking at roughly 30 kilometers distance. Commuting by car can take about 40 minutes to an hour depending on traffic. Public transit is quite good. Kitlam is served by the Evergreen extension of the SkyTrain. There's also the West Coast Express, a commuter train that runs during rush hours from Kitlam into downtown Vancouver in about 30 minutes. And this is a great option for 9 to 5 commuters, though it has limited departure times. As of June 2025, the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment is about $2,200 per month. And for a 2-bedroom apartment, it's roughly $2,700 per month. If you explore neighborhoods like Central Kitlam, you'll find basement suites and part-of-house rentals often going for less. A basement 1-bedroom is around $1,400 to $1,600, and a 2-bedroom basement suite around $1,800 or so, depending on the age and location. If you're a newcomer with a family or someone who prefers not to be in the center of the hustle, yet not too far from it, Kitlam is a great option. Last but not the least is Langley. From Langley City to downtown Vancouver, it's roughly 45 kilometers. Driving can take around 15 minutes to an hour and a half depending on traffic. Public transit from Langley to Vancouver currently involves express buses connecting to the SkyTrain, which can take around an hour to an hour and a half overall. The good news is that a SkyTrain extension from Surrey to Langley is under construction, which in a few years will drastically improve transit times. The average rent for a 1-bedroom is about $1,900 per month. For a 2-bedroom, the average is roughly $2,300 per month. A typical 1-bedroom basement suite is around $1,200 to $1,400, and a 2-bedroom basement suite is around $1,600 to $1,800. Considerably less than a similar unit in Vancouver proper. It's a great choice if you're moving with a family or if you simply prefer a quieter environment. One thing to plan for though is that if you live in Langley and need to commute to Vancouver or other suburbs regularly, consider your transportation. Many Langley residents choose to have a car due to the distances and currently more limited transit. Moving to a new country is a big step, and finding the right place to live is one of the toughest parts of that journey. Your first home in Canada might not be your dream home, but it's your starting point. Wherever you end up renting, you're building the foundation of your new life here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.